Winter 2018 set review on set number 70642, Killow vs. Samurai X. This set contains 556 pieces and retails for $50 in the US. This is another Ninjago Season 8 set. First we're going to take a look at the box and move the set to the side for a minute. There we go, Jay. This is the only $50 set we have from the wave. We have the main set itself, the details of the set, which I've already mentioned. We have the minifigures at the bottom. We have Jay, Samurai X, and Killow. On the top, we have the minifigures once again with their names and the actual size of Jay. Flip around to the back, we show the minimum of play features we have in this set and the 3 Oni masks you can collect, and one of them being the Mask of Deception, which Killow wears. So yeah, we'll take a look at that shortly. Now we'll take a look at the minifigures. So just like the other Ninjago reviews I've done so far, for the minifigures I've been starting off with the ninja. Particularly in this set, we have Jay that's included, who's my favorite ninja out of all of Ninjago. And to talk about his movie version from the TV show version, how he's changed so much, I hope people can agree with the statement that he has changed the most out of any other ninja did for the Lego Ninjago movie, and how they kept the TV show, the movie versions for the TV show for this season starting off. Because he doesn't have the scarred kind of eyebrow anymore. He has freckles now, different hairpiece or hairstyle, different hair color, and that's pretty much all I can really mention. But it's really an interesting change for the character, and I wasn't in love with it at first, but I'm really open up to it now, and I'm really used to it. And now when I see the previous version of him, I prefer this version of him better. To go into the minifigure itself, for the weapon, he uses a similar one that was used in the Lego Ninjago movie with a kind of chain and dagger or tooth, or I don't know what you want to call this, claw at the end. So that's pretty cool. Kind of remind me of the Nunchucks of Lightning in Season 1. He uses the same mask piece as any of the other ninja do. All the ninja for Season 8 are pretty similar, with having the symbols on their suit very small, and also the other ninja symbols on the torso for the ninja too. Jay has like a little shoulder pad armor where you can have his 2 katanas as extra weapons, which you can obviously take that off. That's actually the first time we really have a ninja using them, except for Day of the Departed, but we have it in Gunmetal Gray, which I love it in this color. They also use this in the movie, but it was mainly Kai that used the shoulder pad piece. So with the mask, you can take the top and bottom half off because it's like 2 pieces, which I prefer other than before. But there's one problem with Jay having the mask on, because the one face of him kind of being mad a little bit or irritated. The other one he's like really happy. But when you have the mask on, I'll demonstrate this now, that it kind of part of the mask sticks out. It's not too big of a problem, but it's just something to notice. I guess that was maybe a little bit problem with the printing of the minifigure, but you can slightly see it like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so a little bit of a problem there, but not too big. So yeah, and the back we have the rest of the little shoulder pad armor coming off, and also with the little Woo symbol. Very cool. I like Jay's. I like how they reverted the colors. Jay was mainly all black and a little bit of orange. They added orange to him for this suit for the season. So I kind of like how they changed around colors, especially Kai's suit, which I mentioned in a previous review. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Jay. Now we'll take a look at Samurai X. Next up is Samurai X, and it's the second version of the new Samurai X, whose identity is revealed within this figure, which we'll get into in a moment. If you don't want spoilers for this figure, I will skip ahead of this figure, as I'll be looking at it in a second. But it's nothing too unique with this figure, I would say. We have a recolor of old pieces pretty much, with the shoulder pads, the top piece which was used for the Stone Army like General Kozu or Garmadon or someone else, and also the samurai kind of mask piece in white, which I really do like, and an old helmet piece too. So take the helmet off, we have the little face for Samurai X. Kind of looks really weird. The printing did not really turn out well for the face of this figure, but it's really weird, and it's alright. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but the other face is pretty bad. But we'll take off the head for a second, take the armor off, and take a look at the torso printing. Very interesting. Like the Samurai X symbol in the middle of the torso. We have the red and the navy blue and the white. The red seems to be a new color within the Samurai X. For this one, it was just mainly gold and navy blue before. Now they added the red, which is the original one had. Leg printing is pretty cool. It's got a little bit of feet printing also, kind of like different sandal shoes. I guess to reveal the identity of the Samurai X is not a big surprise. If you're a huge Ninjago fan, it was pretty obvious to figure out a little bit, not within Season 7, but now with this figure being revealed. It is already in the TV show, so spoilers, it's Pixel. Oh, yeah, Pixel. And The printing of this head turned out horrible for me, and I think many other people. I do have the rebooted version of Pixel, the original minifigure, the only real one we have of her. And I just sometimes switch it out if I want to show her face with something else. But yeah, it's Pixel. So she rebuilt herself and everything like that. There she is with the helmet on. She doesn't really have any weapons. I know there's 2 katanas on the Samurai X Mech, but that's pretty much it for Pixel or Samurai X. So yeah, let's take a look at Killow. Last but not least for our figures, we have a big figure, and this is the second one we ever gotten for Ninjago thus far, first being in Season 6 with Dogshank. This is Killow, or Killow, however you want to pronounce his name. It's, I know, pronounced correctly in the Ninjago TV show. I just do not remember it right now. But going on to his character, he's one of the generals of the Sons of Garmadon, just like Ultraviolet and Mr. E. We have Killow, he's the big man of the group, and he wears the Mask of Deception. And it's a pretty cool mask, actually one of my favorites. It's kind of reversed, I think, of the TV show, but he's got like long horns, which you kind of can't see, but it's a pretty cool mask. He has a small head under the mask, and you can see he's got a little goatee going on, and he has the same flintlock helmet, but it's in black. So that's pretty cool. You can see he's a couple of tattoos on his face. He does not have a double-sided head, but he has a really small head, so thankfully the Oni mask makes his head a little bit bigger, and you can see it clips on with the Oni mask, so that's pretty cool. Killow, has a vest. He's got a lot of things going on. He's got a couple of buttons, mainly representing the Sons of Garmadon with the symbol and a lot of skulls and SG or G. And then on the left side of his vest, we have a 111, which I was saying in other reviews for the Sons of Garmadon, like the other generals, like Mr. E and Ultraviolet. It's kind of a number representing what they are in the rank of, I guess, or not rank, but just the number with throughout the whole entire Sons of Garmadon biker gang. So that's pretty cool. And out of any other Lego figure I've ever seen for Ninjago so far, Killow has tattoos. One being on his stomach, which is probably his name. I see some of the letters are similar to his name. It says Killow, which is kind of stupid but interesting, I guess. And I don't think that really makes him tough. It makes him look kind of stupid. But yeah, on his left arm, we have a big tattoo here with, it looks like the Oni or dragon, whatever it's supposed to be, like some kind of serpent. I don't know what's supposed to be, but you can see part of the detail with the scales going onto his left side of his torso. He also has some knee pads with some skulls and a little black belt, which is partly visible, but not really. But he also has a very weird and stupid detail. He has butt cheeks, which I don't know, like what you're doing, I guess, for making kids laugh, but it's not making me laugh. It's kind of just it's kind of funny, but also really stupid. But I don't see the point of it. It's just kind of gross. Killow, for his weapon, he has a little mace and a little spike at the end of it, so that's pretty cool, but he never used it in the TV show. He didn't even use the little backpack he has here, which is stud shooters, which is pretty cool. We have a little flag on the top of it, which I'll just take this off, which you can, and Killow has some pin and axle points. Not axle, this is a pin part, so we can kind of like put this on his back. You see, it goes in with an axle, I mean, a pin piece. So that's pretty cool. Kind of looks weird, but it looks interesting for the figure. So yeah, we basically have a stud shooter where you can move these parts around quite a bit, pretty much 360 degrees and up and down. So that's pretty cool. And then you got a little booster or exhaust in the back. I think it's supposed to be like representing his seat for his motorcycle, which he doesn't really have, but we'll take a look at that shortly. Also, do we have a little Sons of Garmadon flag, like I said earlier. That's pretty cool. So now we put this back on Killow. It's kind of cool to keep it on sometimes. I know it looks interesting on him, as he's a big menacing figure. Reminds me of Bane a little bit from, Batman, but he's a pretty cool guy. I like the figure a lot. Just that unnecessary detail. Other than that, I really like him. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Killow. Now we'll take a look at the Samurai X Mech. Okay, so here we have the Samurai X Mech. I just want to say right away that I don't really care for this mech. I'm not a big fan of it. It's okay, but I haven't really been a fan of the new mechs we've gotten for the past couple of years, except for the ones we gotten for Lego Ninjago movie with Kai and Coles. Those sets are great, but this is just another, I guess, a good example of what the mechs are kind of coming to for the Ninjago TV show series. But it's okay. I love the color scheme for the mech, the white, gold, and navy blue, but the build is not really that great. The legs, you can't pose the knees at all, which that's a big problem within actual Lego mechs. Like, I know the new Voltron set, you can't pose the knees. This kind of suffers the same problem also, and the arms are really stubby, but the shoulder pads with the next to 9 pieces kind of cover it, looking really weird without like gappy or anything like that. But the centerpiece of like the main torso build of the whole mech is pretty good, I have to say. I do like all the stickers here, but like I said, the color scheme, the white, navy, the navy blue and the white and the gold, that's pretty cool. I like that. You got a little bit of red here and there with you showing the stickers like right here, and the torso mainly has stickers too with the Samurai X symbol and some of their stickers here and right there, so that's pretty cool. The arms are really stubby, like I said. You kind of compose them 396 degrees without either further away, especially with the shoulder pads going on here, or the armor. And also the entire leg, which is a problem I noticed, is that when you pose it sometimes, you kind of have trouble posing the whole figure itself, and it will fall down sometimes. That's an experience I've had. And also the leg, when it's connected to a friction adder, and sometimes it comes off really easily. So that's kind of a problem with it. On the back here, we have some katanas, which I believe Samurai X can probably use as weapons, like I mentioned earlier. And this we'll get to in a minute. They're kind of like wings in a sense for the Samurai X can use. But also, if you lift this piece up, you can take this off, put that back down. And the hand, you can put that on as a weapon. You got some fingers going on, and you got, it only has 3 fingers, which I kind of understand with holding the weapon. But it looks really weird and awkward, I think. I don't really like this. It's just, I prefer it to have it, it be on the back of Samurai X. But the Samurai X figure has, with the fingers, it has 2 stud shooters, which I'm not, not going to demonstrate, but, you can do that. We also got a little cannon arm right here and a little spinner, which these were used back in 2012, and now we see them again, so that's pretty cool. And with the main torso, you can obviously, it reminds me of the J Mech from 2015 with the torn of elements, where you can just flip this down, this little side build here. And there's some stickers there, like I forgot to mention. And you see Samurai X fits in there pretty well. Not really too gappy, I would say, for the inside of the mech, but it's pretty cool. You also can flip these up and down however you want to have them. I prefer to have them down so you can see the sticker. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Samurai X mech. Now we can take a look, at Killow's bike. So here is Killow's motorcycle or motorbike. It doesn't really have a name for it, but it's really big and it's really cool. I do like it a lot. First, I'll do a little size comparison with Mr. E's bike being right next to it. Kind of can see there. Really big bike, and I think it's very well sized, or it's size proportion for Killow. It's really well, I think. Look at the stickers. There's quite a few on here, mainly on the front here, with it kind of looks like Garbaron's head. It was supposed to represent it, not really, but it's kind of like maybe representing the symbol a little bit. We have a big red saw here for like one of the front wheel that's kind of saw through other vehicles, I guess on the streets or whatever. So that's pretty cool. It's the same thing on both sides anyway. So you got like a couple stickers right here and on the little saw, and this big saw piece. And then one right here, and I believe that's pretty much it for all the stickers. Just to mention, these pieces come off really easily when you're trying to like put on, for me, when I try to put it on the shelf and kind of back it up, sometimes they really fall off really easily, so I just want to mention that. These right here, on each side, we have a roller skate, or a skateboard pretty much. They're roller skates for Killow, and you can put them on his feet, but they do not like stay on at all, and he never used them in the TV show, which is kind of disappointing. I kind of wish he did. Would have been interesting to see what he would do. But yeah, he doesn't really, I'm just not really gonna put him on, but I just forgot to mention that earlier. So yeah, also we have the purple front light here for the front of the motorcycle, and then when we put this back and lift it up, inside we have Killow's little mallet weapon, like I mentioned earlier, with the spike. So that's pretty cool. He has somewhere to put it. It's a shame he didn't use that in the TV show either. And you got a big, nice area for Killow to sit, or not sit, but pretty much stand. And you got the little front parts, or the handles of holding onto the motorcycle, which is pretty cool. You can move them forward, but you move the whole figure forward if you do so. But yeah. And also one more thing, pretty much the main, I guess, feature is, it's not really a feature within this motorbike for Killow, is that we have the big sword pieces like Mr. E does, and they can move forward, I guess, to kind of destroy other vehicles around Killow or something else, I don't know, but these are really cool blade pieces. I like them a lot. You have like the 3 spikes within them, so yeah, I like that a lot. And I believe that's pretty much it. And you got the big red tire in the back. It's not all saw piece, but it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Killow's bike. Now we'll end off this review and I'll give my final thoughts. So that's pretty much it for this review. Thank you all for watching, and just to wrap it all up with my thoughts a little bit, I think it's a good set. But for $50 and 556 pieces, good price per piece, but I don't feel like I'm getting enough in this set. We only get 2 minifigures and not a lot of play features going on. It's a decent set, it's alright, but I don't know. Killow's a cool figure, I like the vehicle. Samurai X Mech is okay, the minifigures are alright. Jay's a good figure, but I don't know. It's like half the set's decent and half of it's not. I mean, if you want to get this set, go right ahead. It's alright, but you got a lot of different colors in the side, we'll say. But if you want to get it, by all means, do what you want to do. But I kind of recommend it, but I don't, at the same time, I'm really 50-50 about it. Let me know what you guys think of the set in the comment section down below. But I would give the set a maybe 6 or 7 out of 10. I think I'm going to go with 7. It's a good set still, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's an alright set. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this review. Next time I'll be reviewing my final Sons of Garmadon set, which is the Temple Resurrection. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.